Alright, you guys, we're going over by the Herlong Airport. I promise this is going to be a long one, or we'll try not to be let it be a long one. Um, so this is what we're doing today. Hey, you guys. So we'll be talking about the Herlong Airport. So I mentioned a few things in my earlier on location video, which I could do better. I'm one of those people that uh I guess I get in moods where I'm more self conscious. I don't want to just get out and start filming. Um, and local pages on Facebook, there's been people that been getting out doing okay on location filming and like, oh, what they're doing? What's that? And I'm like, oh, don't go online and do that. People, if you're that curious, stop and talk to people. You know, ask. I'm pretty sure they can stop or pause their video long enough to talk to you. And it's just people are just weird, and it's like I already get self conscious with stuff like that as it is. I and I know I said I would do better with my videos this year. I'm sorry if this one came out crappy. Okay, so that aside, I want to talk a little bit more about the about the place. Um, I said it was named after one of the governors, but it was named after Dr. M.B. Herlong, a former senator, and he was also a city commissioner. And it was originally used for Navy training. It was a Navy training field for during World War II, and now it's home to more of a recreational airport that you can learn how to skydive, learn how to fly planes, different stuff like that. Um, I know. I'm trying to think of this girl. What this girl's name was. She was on TLC early mid 2000. She had what they call it, the Mermaid Girl, because of when her legs were refused, and her parents were able to fly her here in Jacksonville to get surgery done, and they flew out to Herlong Airport. That's where they flew in. I think they flew out the same airport. So it's not, you know, the international one, which is, they probably didn't want to, people just staring at their daughter, but at the same time, they were on a TLC show. And I don't even remember what the show was. Like, I remember watching it, but it's been so long ago. But I thought it was a little, you know, full side mention, though. And someone lists their address and their phone number down below in the description box, just in case y'all ever want to do any recreational things out there that they offer. Trying to think, what else they do? They do gliders. You can do hang gliding, which is cool. They have two paved runways, which is 725 and oops, I hope y'all didn't hear that, and 1129. So it's the airport is there for like it supports general aviation, reduces congestion at JIA, Jacksonville International Airport, um, helps with offsite like training, training and stuff like that. And it's got like a terminal, crew lounge, snooze rooms, don't know how many, showers, free Wi-Fi, and I want to say snacks and stuff like that are in that area for crews. But they have their First Coast Flight Center there, self serve, hangar space, tie downs, line service. As all the stuff that you need for that. and learn how to fly various planes. Um, so I know it's managed by Jacksonville Aviation Authority, JAA. um, Airport, also known as HEG. I'm trying to look at my notes. Because there's known for other by another name too, not just Herlong Recreational Airport. Um, those are the main things. So what I wanted to talk about is way back. Okay. Oh, there's one thing I forgot to mention, and we're going to get to the main thing. So it was managed by the Jacksonville Aviation Authority since 2001. Oh yeah, okay. It's also known as HEG or KHEG, then Herlong Field, then Herlong Airport. So this happened at on July 29th, 2001. A Cessna is CESSNA 125 and a Beech 35, like Beech Nut, that brand, collided on the ground at the Herlong Airport. The Cessna pilot had failed to ensure his brakes were set and that the airplane was not rolling prior to diverting his attention to duties inside the cockpit. I thought the timing was a little odd because you know what else happened in 2001? The Twin Towers being flown into. So, in the same year, there were the people that took down the planes and ran to the Twin Towers were the ones training out at the Herlong Airport. And the only way I know this is because some of the ones that were investigating the whole thing came in my mom's job, asked questions to the employees about if they've seen certain people, um, heard their names, or seen the names on IDs, um, different things. And you're not going to hear about this from other sources or anything like that. I only knew this because of what was told to me by my mom, who worked at this one store at the time, and she hadn't been working there that long. I think the store opened in '99, and by 2000, she was working there. So maybe roughly a year and a half. Um, so they were training how to do this stuff back early in 2001 for September 11th happened, and they were the same ones that rammed into the Twin Towers, tried to get to the Pentagon, hijacked two other planes. They were all into it. Um, and we were living literally across the street from them, from the airport. Right there, well, it's called the Breakers now. I've showed that video, um, which I want to put in here in this video. I thought it was very interesting. All this stuff happened. We lived all in the back, but you could see the spot, called the spotlight, turn it every night. Um, it's the thing that helps guide the planes to know that the things there, the airport. So it's just crazy that they were that close to us training, and like they could have flew into where we're living or nearby, crashed into their own little whatever. But that's where they were training to fly the planes and all that. It's a little scary to think about it, and it's just something I wanted to share about. You know, I thought it would be an interesting story. It's been long enough. It's been over 20 years. Um, why they chose Jacksonville to do the training, there's no telling, you know. And some of those people, those people aren't alive to give you a reason, you know. It's just crazy. And it was totally unnecessary, and I wish none of that had happened. I know the day that the Twin Towers went down, it was all over news. I had stayed home. I wasn't feeling well. I decided to get up, go to the living room, watch TV, try to eat a little something, and, kind of just sit there and lay there for a while. And first thing I did was turn on the TV, look for something. That's all I seen. And the first tower had just gotten hit, and I seen the second one to get hit. Um, so it's just crazy. Like I know I keep saying it's crazy, but it's like there's that connection there to Jacksonville, and it's just like, oh my gosh, like, you know, I don't know anybody that's gonna believe that the story, but you believe it if you do, don't if you don't want to. It's up to you. Um, it's something I wanted to share. You know, hopefully my next video will be better and it's not in a hurry. I had to hurry up, try to take video also, and try to get here. My mom had to do a few things, so while the lady she sits with is taking a nap. I'm like, her, let's go to the bank, do what you gotta do, shopping. We got a couple of things we gotta get to do for Bible study. Tomorrow's gonna be busy. Friday we won't have enough time to do it. So tonight's church, so I'm not running around everywhere trying to get stuff done. I have other things I need to take care of. But sorry guys, it's kind of a junked up video. Hopefully next week I'll have a better one. I won't have to do so much running around and helping out and all. I hope you have a good week or weekend. Hopefully Saturday I can do another video. We'll see. I know I got one coffee shop that just opened up. I want to go try it Saturday. And I'm hoping to get into Norman Studios Saturday. And I got to check to see if I can record or not. So be on the lookout Saturday night or Sunday for a video. If you don't see one, that means I couldn't get a video in, and there'll be one for next week for sure. So see you guys later. Thanks for watching, even if it's just a minute. I do appreciate it. Not getting out just yet. Oh, there goes one of the planes. But this used to be nothing but woods right here. And you can see straight over to the airport right there. This is where I was living at in 2001. It's now called the Breakers, but it was Lighter. So I want to drive over to where I was living at. Oh, if I can reverse. They did a lot of changes to this place since I've lived here. It's 2026 now, so I figured. And I moved out here in 2003, right after I graduated. I graduated a year later than I was supposed to. I got held back a grade, unfortunately. So this is the sign, the Breakers. That stuff was not there. The mailboxes weren't there. Know somebody that used to live there. So let's go all the way back. That's completely new. They did a lot of stuff. Now it's part of the Yes community. You can see that on the sign. Let's see. You still have to be at the bus stop right there. So I'm just doing this so I could show y'all where they used to not have car parks right there. To be at the playground. This has grown up a little bit too. That was never there. And they used to hold depots and stuff like that. I say depots, but one that's got repossessed and all that, or new ones. So, going on Girard Way. So, all the way around. Okay, we used to not have those when I was living here. I used to have to walk all the way back here from the bus stop, which I needed the exercise. So what I'm talking about today, it did not, well, it made national news, but the story I want to share you, not everybody knows about, and I know there's going to be somebody in the comment section probably that's going to be like, oh, that didn't happen. Yes, it did. It made local news, I believe, but FBI, I want to say it's FBI agents, but it was some up there officials, and police that came into my mom's job, which is down the road. They were asking questions about some things. If they noticed anybody strange, unusual that coming in there, certain types of people. Okay, I want to pause this right here. All right. So we're coming up. Okay, so this, not that one, but this white one. They got new steps and everything. This is where I used to live. It's 904. Please don't. Now it's 345 now. I need to change it. So that's where I was staying at, and that's where my room was at. I used to watch their kids here and there, just to help keep them busy. Okay, make sure there's nobody behind me. I want to turn around. Hope I don't hit a garbage can. Roads need a little wider. Oh, and they put looks like a light there or something. But yeah, that's how far I had to go and all. Now I want to take y'all to the airport. All right, we're coming up where the airport is. This is a recreational airport. It's all right there. All right, I want to go this way, and I want to come around. So I had a little light thing. I don't think it's still on, or they still have it. Oh, turn it off. All right, so all this is theirs. Even that little wooded area, most of it. Oh, I will try to get this in one good shot moving, and I want to pull over and let's talk about the story. Okay, I see the little thing that lights up. I'm trying to. Okay, that there it is right there. It at night it turns around. Oh, wrong. Okay, these people think I'm a crazy driver. I'm not trying to go in there, but there is a spot up there I can do and stop at. So please excuse my crazy driving. I got part of that. This is definitely a new
entrance. Um, I know this airport was named after a Florida state governor. Uh, I know it was used for training the army for the World War II, I believe. Trying to think back when I was just doing my notes a few minutes ago. Not a few minutes ago, but a few days ago. And I was trying to hurry and get out here and do this because I might have to go to step in for my mom for a few minutes at her job. So